do their actual jobs. And that's part of.
Isn't it kind of like a softball interview, though? No, fuck no. A softball interview would be, you're young, you're dynamic, you have an incredible campaign, you were a lesser known person in the New York State Assembly, and now you're the talk of the town. How did it happen? What are some of the policies that you are implementing that is so... The reason why this looks like a softball interview, even though it very clearly is not, it's a hardball interview, is because Zoran is a fucking baller. Okay? This is not a softball interview at all. It's just Zoran is balling so fucking hard that it looks like he's actually dunking and Steve is just throwing up alley-oops. He's not. I'm the mayor of New York, not the mayor of Tel Aviv. This Israel stuff is ridiculous. 5.9 thousand likes. Can we please stop asking mayors about foreign policy and framing questions in a way that depict Mamdani in a negative light? All it does is force him to spend time defending himself against baseless accusations. You spent half a Zoran segment asking him questions about Israel. No policy, no nothing, just talking about a foreign country in a New York mayoral race. Zoran's patience is seriously incredible. This line of questioning from Colbert and others is so upsetting and ridiculous. This is why I think this kind of like constant Israel this, Israel that. Are you an anti-Semite? Admit to me that you hate the Jews. When is the last time you made a Jew joke? Tell me now. Is backfiring, I think, because people see that and go, what the fuck is this, bro? What are we doing? Like, literally, this is backfiring, I think. You forgot the age-old important question to ask New York City mayoral candidates. Does Maldives have a right to exist? You forgot. Asked, does Palestine and Gaza have a right to exist? Colbert grilled Zoran harder than he did Trump. I've literally never heard liberals ask Trump more than once about his very well-documented anti-Semitism. This shit is making me go insane. Longtime Colbert watcher, Zoran was not on my radar until I started seeing him everywhere and talked to some volunteers from his campaign. He is by far the most inspiring candidate to run for mayor that I've seen since living in New York. This way that Colbert treated him made me very uncomfortable. I'm a Jewish person, and I would have preferred that you ask him about his policies or ask him about how his life was threatened recently, and he still walked across New York and spoke to people in every community. When will people realize Israel is not important to us in the majority? If anything, Gaza is of greater importance. This is why I said, if he was a white dude, he could just easily be like, why the fuck do you keep asking me about Israel, man? It's a foreign country. Like, he could be way more stern, and it would probably come across as like, a cathartic moment for a lot of people, like me yelling on the Piers Morgan show, where people will go, oh, you can do this. Like, actually, there's someone finally saying the thing that I've been thinking. You know what I mean? But because he's a brown Muslim guy, he has to fucking play ball. You know? CBS YouGov poll. Do you approve of the U.S. airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities? Disapprove 56%. Approve 44%. Independents disapprove 64%. Democrats disapprove 87%. Republicans approve 85%. God, Republicans are so cucked. New York City Board of Elections using the Hamas carrot. Wow. They put a red triangle. What's next? Free parking? Ay, ay, ay. As the war on terror began, Zohran Mamdani's father, Mahmoud Mamdani, wrote the critical book, Good Muslim, Bad Muslim, about how the U.S. policies U.S. polices Muslims to answer for all terrorism, all anti-Semitism, any bad Muslim, in air quotes. 21 years later, his accomplished son runs for mayor of New York City, and far too many interviews still reduce him to his same bigoted line of questioning. I mean, straight up, like, I don't know. I like to, I try to the best of my ability to not let my own personal experiences shroud or cloud my judgment on this. Okay. But this is something that I have to fucking deal with on a daily basis. There is no other issue. I'm a white dude. I'm straight. I'm tall. You know, I have bro-y tendencies. So any other issue I talk about, any other issue whatsoever I talk about, any other defense of marginalized communities that I engage with, nobody ever fucking questions me in this way where they're like, you're only biased because you're gay. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm talking about like homophobia or some shit, nobody goes, oh, you're biased because you're gay. This impacts you. So clearly you're not, you're not thinking straight. But the one time where I talk about American foreign policy, which is predominantly impacting Muslims in most circumstances, everybody immediately goes, oh, of course you're fucking pro-terrorism. Of course you're glazing Iran. You want Sharia law to be implemented here. It's like, bitch, between you and I, who the fuck do you think is closer to some kind of religious fundamentalist form of governance? You, the white Christian conservative who wants this to be a fucking Al-Qaeda ass country, or me, the guy who's fucking pro-trans? It's so fucking annoying. Cuomo leads in New York City Democratic mayoral primary odds. Okay, it doesn't matter. The fucking the election is taking place. Stop looking at Predicted or Polymarket or whatever. What happens happens. Okay, if you're in line to vote, stay in line. Wait, you're gay? No, man. I said I'm straight. Do you not hear what I'm saying? What is this? Look at the other posts other than the one you posted today. You're so stupid. Yeah. Even if Zoran doesn't win in the primary, God forbid, okay, he still has the general. He can run for the working families ticket. And just like, even if he does win, Andrew Cuomo will still run on the general as well. We want him to win in the primary for sure. But it doesn't end there, even if it doesn't, God forbid, even if it doesn't happen. Incredible new achievements in racism are being unlocked. This is the first time I've seen yelling at Sikh headwear for being Muslim racism applied to an actual Muslim. Yeah. Look at Mamdani. We do not want this jihadist as New York City mayor. This is a new meta. This is like the old meta, but redefined. In the past, if you were wearing Sikh headwear, okay, they just assumed you were Muslim, but you were Sikh. Zoran is actually Muslim, but he's wearing Sikh headwear, and they are still being Islamophobic to him. Look at this evil jihadist Mamdani. Yeah, dude, liberals, by the way, are actively showing their fucking asses. They're actively showing their asses. I've seen some like crazy shit. I've seen some crazy shit on my timeline, dude. I've been seeing actually nutty shit. like people who claim to be liberals, claim to be progressive. What is this guy? Mason McCann. I saw this. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can find this real quick. There was this guy. Okay. 21, Utah, establishment progressive, social democrat, founder of Utah Dems. Okay. Where is it? I could not fucking believe it, dude. This man. All of these guys like this, there's like a couple of these fucking accounts that are trying to be like liberal shit posters. Okay. And they want to act as though they're like they want to act as though they're pro Zoran, but actually they're no longer fucking pro Zoran apparently. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I really won't be sad when Zoran loses, not gonna lie. Okay? This is what he said. If he loses, Zoran owns it. Yeah, the establishment is behind Cuomo and he's out front raised, but Zoran's unforced errors gave Cuomo the ammunition. What was Zoran's unforced error? Being photographed next to me. That was his unforced error, doing an interview with me. Okay? Someone was like, what's wrong with Hassan? He goes, Hassan is a monster. Someone said, yeah, I really won't be sad when Zoran loses, not gonna lie. Why is this upsetting to you? I don't get it. Hassan is a monster. Motherfucker. Like, no disrespect to anybody here. Zoran is at this position because of incredible efforts put forth by both his own personal ambition, his charisma, his vision, his dynamism, and that of his team, which I'm happy to say is basically half Hasanabi heads, okay? Many of which are from DSA as well. I'm honored that so many people in this fucking community are out there door knocking for him. Like, these guys literally don't understand anything. They think it's like, they think this is like a legitimate issue. And it's crazy. Bro, I had your back with the out of context clip a little later. I got you, big dog. It's crazy that these fucking cornballs think that like they constantly and endlessly fucking complain. They constantly and endlessly fucking complain about what do you call it? They constantly and endlessly complain about how the Democrats have lost like the white guys. What's going on? What's wrong? Why can't the Democrats find a Joe Rogan to the left? And then there's like a million articles written about how, you know, this community could possibly be the Joe Rogan to the left. And then the moment where there is a fucking guy like Zoran who has actually captivated the attention of this fucking base of support, every single establishment Democrat is like, I hope he loses, actually. I hate white guys. And they're using the exact same fucking cynical identity politics nonsense that was incredibly, it was incredibly annoying. The same like cynical identity politics shit that was the reason why this party is seen as like repulsive and almost comedic to the average fucking person. Like they're an unserious. They're just like an incredibly fucking unserious, incredibly stupid group of people. Nancy Pelosi, we must find the next generation's Democratic leadership, young, charismatic, exciting candidates who can energize the party, people that voters love because they're not 80 years old and sold out the big capital. Chuck Schumer, behind the sniper rifle, found one. Pelosi, take the shot. Muslim Obama didn't say I didn't warn you. Wait, I thought Obama was Muslim. These guys went from saying... What? Liberals? Hassan wearing a 9/11 was an inside job t-shirt while canvassing with a New York City mayoral candidate. If that isn't bad enough, Hassan also runs the store that sells it and modeled it. Oh wow, is she trying to get my shirt to be sold out again? Because it already sold out once. CEO of Progress Libs. These guys, unironically fucking run around and try to actively do the silliest, stupidest fucking shit that they possibly can. None of this is serious. None of this will work, for the record. Okay? But it is so crazy that there are like a million different groups called like Progress Libs, head of progressive establishments. Yeah, this shirt makes fun of fucking conspiracy theories, you absolute baboon. That is the joke. The entire collab, the entire fucking collaboration, or the entire fucking the entire thing is about conspiracy theories melting people's fucking brains. Welcome to the World Wide Web of disinformation, as you posted. Where are these people coming from? Who gave them the money? I don't understand. Vice chair of CN Liberalism, Center for New Liberalism. Oh my God.
Here we are. I'm living up to what I said about conservatives and progressives. We're having a conversation. So you said America deserved 9/11. Did you mean that?
Yeah. When you're in a not getting the joke challenge and your opponent is a liberal, New Liberalism used to be the r/neoliberal account. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, these guys are fucking... These guys, unironically, are the quote-unquote groups. Destiny is a great one. He's right now doing a series of conversations with all the DNC candidates. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's where these guys are coming from. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. They're all orbiters? I thought you knew. Why the fuck would I know that? Why would I know that? This person got 3 likes on this post. They just got more fucking clout than they ever have in their entire fucking existence. Anyway, a lot of the abundance guys run around and talk about the fucking groups, right? The groups are bad. The groups are bad. Not realizing that there is no world for this attitude, this kind of politics.